there, and welcome back to Clownfish TV. It is me, Geeky, and I'm in charge now, and I have Neon with me too.
She's always in charge. What is she talking about?
Literally, I'm in the boss seat with the mouse today.
Whoa, which mouse and what are you doing in that seat?
I have the mouse. See this mouse? So today, I'm taking over because I know more about what's going on here. We are doing another Galactic Starcruiser video because we have got some new information.
Another one.
We found out the truth about the $20,000 hotel room. We got some information on wheelchair accessibility. We know what the suites are at the hotel. We also are going to look at WDWNT, WW's today, has some comments about some things they've seen. We're going to take a look at what they've said, and they have some merchandise with prices we can look at. So that's what we're doing.
Okay, because she says so because she's the boss of this video.
Now you know what it's like to be the co-pilot. You can be my Chewie. I'm Han. I'm Han today, bitch. Anyway.
That wasn't my Chewie growl. That was a yawn. No, I'm kidding.
How dare you? My mom does a wicked Chewie.
She does
It doesn't sound anything like Chewie, but it's fun.
So, does a wicked Chewie? That sounds dirty.
It sounds like Chewie has a cold.
Anyway, before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 259, almost 260. We're like 50 away from 260.
Really?
Subs, yes.
Yay! Give me those 50 subs just because I took charge today. I probably threw everybody off. They're probably like, wait, what the hell's going on?
That's gonna throw me off on editing because now I have to make your avatar pop up.
Oh, sorry.
That's
I shouldn't
okay.
have done that.
I mean, I could switch them, and people would be totally confused. Be like, why is Kiki's voice coming out of Neon's mouth?
You could. Sorry, I wasn't
puppet.
thinking about that.
She's got her hand up my ass.
Not today.
I am.
Anyway,
yeah.
so to the point. All right, so there was a rumor going around. I'm sure y'all heard it about the $20,000 room at the Galactic Starcruiser. Okay, I looked into it. I couldn't find anything on it, and I had done a story on it here where we're talking about the basic prices and the rumor, and I had found nothing. And there's a reason for that. It's because it doesn't exist.
What?
So
what?
Full credit to our friend Mike, who works over at PMP for us, and he called today.
He did. Brave man. He actually called Disney, yeah.
He called and talked to a cast member and found out a bunch of information for us. So we're going to take a look at that. So apparently, he sat through a 36-minute wait on the phone.
Okay.
And there was this really weird Star Wars-esque music playing because this is a Starcruiser specific
Star
line.
Wars-esque.
Yeah, he said it was very Star Wars-y, but here's what he said. He said
off-brand Star Wars.
He said it was some weird ambient music while you're on hold. Like, it's like a generic kind of Star Wars stuff.
Generic Star Wars. Right. That's all of Disney Star Wars.
Pretty much.
Yeah, space Disney.
So he got on hold for like 36 minutes, finally got through to somebody, talked to somebody. I have the information here. I know one thing that was interesting was the guy on the phone, the cast member, who was very nice, said that their phones have been really busy since Friday. Now that could be people saying, oh, it's because their rooms are booking up and they're all the availability is gone. Yes, it could also be that people are canceling too, because he actually told Mike that when they talk about the suites, that they had someone who was within their 60 days, so they couldn't get their full money back.
Oh,
cancel a whole suite room and lost a bunch of their money, but they still canceled it anyway.
That's interesting. So instead of throwing good money after bad, they're just like, yeah, I'm out. I'm noping out.
Mm-hmm.
Because wow.
Yeah.
That says so much. That does. Okay.
All right. So here's what happened. Here is a map real quick of the Starcruiser. And I said in the other video that I had seen the layout and I saw nothing that indicated a $20,000 room. I knew about these larger rooms here that are first class cabins, right? Mm-hmm. And now there's several floors of these cabins. So I thought, well, maybe it could be on a different floor or whatever. So okay. That's because there's no $20,000 room. So Mike called and talked to them and he asked, is there a $20,000 suite? And no, there isn't a $20,000 suite. What they do have are Galaxy suites and Captain suites.
Okay.
So the Galaxy suite has a private bedroom space, like you see, like the bedrooms, and a living room area. And they run about $1,000 more than the basic rooms. Now, the basic room prices we've looked at here, with the $4,800 a night, $5,200 or $599, $6,000.
Right.
Those are the base prices. They change depending on date, apparently.
Hmm.
So they could go, though they go up.
Okay. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. Wait for Christmas.
Yeah, I know, right? It's $1,000 more for the cabin pricing, depending on the time, you're booking. And then there's a captain suite, and that could hold up to 8 guests. It's the Galaxy Suite plus a standard cabin combined. Now, he said on average it's $3,000 more. And the guy said ballpark, $7,800 to $10,000 is the average pricing depending on dates.
That's still really high.
I know, for the less than 2
really
days.
high.
Now, 8 guests can fit. So if you're your friends are going, you're splitting the cost, it might not be too bad per person. They said the most expensive one that he's booked was 7 adults, and it was around $15,000.
No, I'm guessing somebody probably overheard, hey, these rooms can go up to $20,000.
Well, he said he thought maybe it was $20,000 if you take into consideration you booked a room and then you booked another trip, like to go out to the parks for a few days.
Oh, maybe.
After, because the only add-on they could think of was the portrait package, which we told you about. And and then Mike also asked if they had anything for like honeymoon or newlyweds, because we have that Leia and Han story they retconned. No, nothing. So you can't get like a honeymoon suite that was Han and Leia's Boink Fest or anything like that.
Han and Leia's Boink Fest. That totally.
The Han and Leia Boink Fest suite.
That totally sounds like a new comic book series coming from Dark Horse.
The Boink Fest.
It'll be canon. Yeah.
So now we know.
The Sewing of Ben.
The Sewing of Ben.
Yes.
The sewing suite. The baby maker room.
Well, they have baby delivery droids in Star Wars. Do they have other kinds of droids?
Oh my God. Disney's missing out on a perfect opportunity. Maybe they'll put it in their community. The Star Wars maternity ward. You could have your baby delivered in Star Wars, in space, pseudo space. And you could have a maternity, you could go there and, go into labor, have different space age laboring techniques. I don't know what that would be.
Wow. I don't know, because I remember those droids, they had like paddle hands, so they could cup your babies. You could have your babies cupped or spooned with spoon hands by droids.
I'm just saying, if this fails, they can always turn it into a hospital.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's that. Now, the other thing that he asked about, which I thought was a good idea, because people were talking about it, is the wheelchair accessibility. I know there was a video and they were pointing out, I forget which channel it was on. I know one of them were pointing out about the person in the wheelchair was sitting off because they couldn't get down into the area. Now, Mike asked, okay. And so apparently everything is pretty much made that is adaptable for like people in wheelchairs. The only issue they thought that someone might have is that when you're doing the bridge training experience, some of the controls, there's like 3 control panels. I'm looking here. There is a cannon console, a droid loader console, and a third console where you fix the ship. And you need to be able to reach the controls and get to it. So if you're in a chair or you have some mobility issues that you can get to the controls, no problem. Okay. But if you can't reach the controls, you might not be able to do that experience. So that's something you might want to consider. Lightsaber training, they said it's a lot of moving, but someone in a wheelchair can do it. The cabins is the other issue. I guess the hallways, which you can see if you see the pictures, the hallways are, we don't have it in this picture, no. Yeah, here. This hallway's kind of narrow. And most wheelchairs will fit, but it's going to be tricky, or it's going to be kind of, to get in there. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, I was kind of sitting here look, there's no way. I mean, maybe just barely, but yeah.
Something to think about.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're going to the hotel. So those are the things that he found. I think I covered it all. Those are things to consider, and that we have the truth about the room.
Yeah, the truth about the room. The truth is there is no room. The room is a lie.
The room is a lie.
The room is a lie.
So, do you have anything else you want to add to this? I feel like I'm doing all the talking.
Well, no, because I have completely checked out from this Galactic Starcruiser hotel.
And I'm in the boss seat.
Yeah, I checked out like a week ago. I'm like, I am really tired of talking about it, but let's talk about it because it's interesting that there are lots of stories going around about it.
Well, WDW News Today went. They paid to go. Now, before we get into this, I want to point out something.
They had to pay?
So, I put this meme up I made on Instagram. And it was like Disney asking people to spend $6,000 for their Star Wars experience. Are you up for this? Hell no. And then I got this one comment. Did you go? Well, it turns out this guy works in the Starcruiser. I think it's that Lieutenant Croy or whatever the name is.
Oh, okay.
On the Starcruiser. And it's like, no, Jay Blackwater, I didn't go because it just opened yesterday.
Well, no, basically, you weren't influential.
No, it's because they only picked people who they thought would kiss their ass. And they only picked the big travel agent people or the influencers, in quotes, they thought had a lot of people that followed them that would give positive, glowing reviews because Disney doesn't have the balls to bring influencers in that would be honest. And if it was good, I'd honestly say so. They don't have the balls for it, but that's okay. Jay Blackwater here is going to go out to people on Instagram, and anytime you criticize it, he's going to be like, well, did you go?
Yeah.
No, Jay, I'm not spending $6,000 to go. I've seen it. Not worth it.
Could we go? Yeah, we could go. We talked about it, but we're like, hell no. Just like
we
Finn,
were going to book the first one, but we're like, we're not spending that kind of money on it.
No.
And then here's the thing. No one's saying that you're a bad actor because we didn't go. We're just saying that it's not worth $6,000, which is what everyone is saying.
So, speaking of people who had to pay to go because they weren't invited by Disney, WDW News Today paid out of pocket. They went through it so you don't have to.
Mm-hmm. And here we're going to look at a couple things. One is the merchandise, which most of it's what we've already seen on Shop Disney. I mean, these outfits you can all buy on Shop Disney. A lot of it's that. Then there's other stuff. We're going to look. Okay, this is all Shop Disney stuff. They can get on Shop Disney, but only if you have a booking aboard the Starcruiser. What you can't get. I'm scrolling. These are all things on Shop Disney you can get. We've already seen. You get down here, more we've seen. Seeing it. Okay, gloves. All right, you could get the headpiece, which I showed you yesterday. There it is. There's the other one.
I need to trade my ball cap in for some head tails.
You know what? You should get that and wear it around town. I would love to see the looks you get. You can get a captain's hat for $30. Honestly, that's not that bad for a hat, honestly. Then you get down here, we got Halcyon Tee, a kid's t-shirt, $30.
That sounds about right.
I wouldn't pay $30 for a kid's t-shirt. No way. There's another t-shirt, a Chandra line, $39.99. Starline. Tank top for $30. Yeah, okay. Sweatshirt for $40. That's an ugly sweatshirt. It looks like it's worn too.
Worn by Wookiees. Maybe it's got some Wookiee fur in it.
A kid's jacket, $50.
Side note, remember that woman that was actually knitting sweaters made out of her cat's fur?
Yeah, and if you gave her your cat's fur, she'd make you one too.
Yeah.
It wasn't a sweater, that wasn't like scarves or something.
I don't know. She was knitting scarves or sweaters or something out of cat fur, and she was selling that at some one of the festivals we went to. And yeah, I'm thinking they could do Wookiee fur.
Missed opportunity, Disney.
Wookiee fur muffs. Wookiee muffs.
Wookiee muffs. Starline.
Stick your hands in a Wookiee muff.
At the end, but before summer starts, until they get shaved, there's a lot of Wookiee muffs out there, I'm sure. Bikini season hasn't hit for most people. Chandra Starline jacket, $60. A blouse, $40. Oh, we got jewelry now. These are ugly pieces of jewelry. Like who would wear that? It's so gaudy.
It doesn't even look Star Wars. I mean, it really doesn't look Star Wars at all. Nah.
Neck wrap, $175. Earrings, $50. They're just little bars. Hoop earrings, $75. I think they're gold tone. Bracelet, another bracelet, $125. $450 for a General Organa replica weave bracelet.
Okay.
Homing beacon bracelet, $150 for that.
What?
Where's my Alex Nani? A General Organa replica ring. Another $2,000.
What?
It's an heirloom of the Organa family. Leia wears it during the medal ceremony. It's a necklace at the end of the actual first Star Wars movie.
Well, let's monetize Leia, like
$2,000.
Crimson Dawn necklace. Come on.
$295. Yes. A jeweled cuff bracelet, $450. A replica earrings, $905. Replica earrings, $95. So there's like the magic bands. There's a backpack for $55. I mean, most of the prices are like standard, like $35 a ball cap. Basically what you pay in the parks. Except for some of the jewelry. Damn, that's not jewelry's ridiculous. Here's your pinion lanyards.
God, this is gonna be the new like status. Like you're gonna walk around the park if you're wearing this merch, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're one of those people that paid to go on that thing."
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, remember the lightsabers? We were talking about the lightsabers and droids, and people were selling them on eBay for like ridiculous prices. The lightsabers, the hilt is only $170, and you literally are just buying the hilt. You have to go buy the attachments over at like Doc Ondar's, and then they have the training lightsaber for kids for $50. The droid's on here too. There's a model kit for $30. That's not bad for a model kit, actually.
No, it's not.
There's a light up figure for $200. Oh my god, it goes on. Collectible ship. Die-cast vehicle. Oh my god. There's the droid. $100 as opposed to the $700 or $800 people are paying. God, it just keeps going. How much shit did you shove in there?
That's just like the Droid Factory droids.
These $15 droids are selling for $200 or so on eBay.
So wait, his name is Suck 620?
Yeah.
Suck 620. Okay.
They got it wrong here. Someone typed that in there wrong there. You might want to fix that.
A wind. Oh, okay.
The wind-up toy is kind of cool. You don't see it with sound effects.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
They
just took an R2D2 and repainted it.
Basically, here's a legacy shield. They light up. They're $150.
Oh my god.
The shield's actually kind of cool though.
None of this. I would buy none of this.
Kitchenware. Your wine stopper. Wine Moms confirmed.
Yeah, this is Disney's market right here.
There's a mug. God, what else is here? Oh,
you're gonna get mugged if you wear this stuff. You know,
a wine.
like, oh, you're rich.
Here's your wine goblets. Your wine goblets to go with everything. That base is awfully skinny. I mean, that's gonna tip over, man. You don't use that if you have white carpets. What is this? Coasters. $35. Why?
Oh my god.
It just goes on. Pins. God, we get it. How much shit is there? Wait,
it's Disney.
There's a journal set.
It's Disney. It's a never-ending cascade of shit.
Framed art, $150. Framed poster.
Wait, this looks like a 60s psychedelic.
I actually kind of like that.
It's not bad. So I gotta wonder how much of this stuff is gonna wind up in the character warehouse or whatever.
Probably.
$40
for a pen, $35 for a journal. I'm like, what is it made out of? Like, wampa skin or something?
I waited with bated breath for Kylo Ren to show up in my room without his shirt on, and it didn't happen.
Here's an ornament. Well, if you're waiting for bated breath for that, we got to have some discussions. Keychains.
Even the ship looks like a dick.
It kind of does. My gosh.
It's a dick ship.
This is Disney. Disney trying to flex. Confirmed.
Disney's magical dick ship.
So, and here's like the face, we talked about this, the face cloths and the bubble masks. They're selling it in the gift store, the gift shop. Just like you have to buy it on Shop Disney. So there's all the shit at the hotel that you can buy.
I just can't anymore. It's basically, I mean, this thing is like, to me, a parody of everything George Lucas was against. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, he makes fun of the rich and the elites, and he thumbs his nose at them, especially in the prequels, and this is basically catering to that crowd. You know, I'm like, come on.
Here's a patch for $10. So they also did a review of the lunch buffet. Now, we'll look through it real quick. I'm not gonna go through every description they have. You can go out to their site to see it. Basically, their takeaway is at the very bottom, and it's basically everything's average except the desserts are good.
That is all of Disney. I mean, I'm going to be honest. That is pretty much every restaurant in Disney. Everything is very average. It's palatable, but bland usually. But the desserts are usually really good.
Yeah, pretty much. They're like, here's a salad. They said that there's lettuce was somewhat wilted and the cheese wasn't very crispy. They had like this quinoa stuff. They had the soups. It's like bubble grilled cheese and like tomato soup. And they said kids will like it.
Where are the flying pears?
Flying pears?
Anakin's flying space pears.
Oh, yeah, they don't have
They need to
here.
do that. They need to immerse you in the experience.
Here's like a pork and cheese puff.
Pork puff.
It's like pork and cheese puff. It's literally a puff, like a puff pastry of pork and cheese shoved in it.
Oh my God, they're cooking the Ugnaughts.
Tubers, red cabbage, and mushrooms. And then they had the fish. It said the fish was not good. Smelled terrible, like fish food.
Oh no.
Probably all the nori on it. Or I mean,
Yeah.
because I can't stand nori.
It is. It's kind of like licking an aquarium. You know?
They said they got a tip-yip chicken flatbread, but the one they didn't get, what they got had no chicken on it.
What?
You're there.
Wait, $6,000 and there's no chicken on the chicken flatbread?
Yeah, look, see? Advertises tip-yip chicken. Ours had no chicken on it.
Oh, no. It's space chicken. It's invisible.
Yeah, it's there, honest. That's $1,000. That's $1,000 chicken right there.
I can't believe it's not porg. Because it's not porg. There's no porg.
It's tofu. Tip-yip chicken. It's basically the chicken nuggets and mac and cheese. And they said it was okay. They had sunflower butter and jelly, which is like peanut butter and jelly. I thought that one's actually pretty good. They had cocoa whip with hibiscus meringue, and they go down the desserts. Here's that blue bantha milk fruit whip.
That looks like the stuff from Pandora.
It all looks very Pandora-y. Yeah. They eat cookies. Then the blue and green milk on tap. Just say no because it's nasty as hell.
It's disgusting. It tastes like cleaner. The green milk especially is awful.
Here's we talked about this in one of the other articles. Here's a list of the beverages with prices. Here,
$23.
The Halcyon Bloody Rancor, Espresso Martini, Mimosa.
Is it that time of the month? Is that why it's so angry?
Oh no, Silver Sea Martini, Mark of the Huntress. Yeah, here's a whole list. You can see them here. They got a couple of them. They said, here, let me see. They got those two. One was the Mark of the Huntress, and they're like, they don't understand.
No, that's the bloody one.
They don't understand. Yeah, right.
The Mark of the Huntress.
They don't understand why it's only why it's $23. They're like, it's okay. It's not $23 good.
That's like a Long Island iced tea. That's not a $23.
They said the gimlet tastes not good. They said it's not very good. Alcoholic. They said it's okay. Wouldn't get again. Here. You could read, because I keep doing all talking.
Overall, this wasn't up to the quality we would have expected, given the price of the experience. That's basically everybody's. You don't even get your chicken
on your flatbread.
I know, right? The buffets on the Disney Cruise Line are better. Some of the more inventive things, salmon, crawfish, and vegetables, just weren't good. And the less inventive things, salad, pizza, and desserts, were just average. That is pretty much Disney. Lunch buffets served from 1 through 4. For full guide, go here, blah, blah. They're actually, look, they shelled out $6,000 plus because they bought all the drinks and everything. And they're telling you it's very average. The food is very average. So sometimes, you can justify going to a hotel or having a dinner experience or something if the food is really good. Be like, okay, I can put up with this shit or I'll pay a little extra for really good food. But this sounds like it's not good.
Yeah, so they're going to be doing reviews off and on, I'm sure. So you can check out WDW News Today for that. Now, it was funny. They had, you were laughing about this.
Oh, yeah. So you pay your $6,000 and Rise of the Resistance is down.
Because one of the perks you get with staying on the Galactic Starcruiser is that you get access to Rise of the Resistance and the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run as part of your package. And it wasn't even working.
It's almost as if Imagineers came to certain YouTubers a couple of years ago and said, this thing is not show ready. It's got a lot of moving parts and it's going to break down often.
Yeah, I wonder who said that. God, we're just haters. Yeah, most of it's going to be the Flower and Garden Festival starts today. Now, they did say the dinner show with Guy was pretty fantastic. From what I've seen, I don't know about that. But they said it was good and they paid to go. So if you trust their opinion, there's that. They seem like they're being pretty fair. Like they're calling out when things are good and when things aren't. Yeah. So if they say it was good, it might actually be good for that. They're talking about different things that they have. These are all different things at the ganachery. Here's I guess you get this little pin that you can, be identified on Batu. We talked about that the other day where you get that.
The rich people.
Yeah.
Rich people pin. The mark of the beastly checking account.
So they tried some of the drinks at the Sublight Lounge. That was the bar that's on the ship. That's okay. It's that one with the pepper in it because that has the pepper on the glass.
This actually looks like something our kids would have made.
Spotted Chewie in the hallway.
Is that short Chewie? People said Chewie was too short. No, Chewie looks...
Oh, no, he looks short, comparatively speaking.
Yeah.
They should see the one that they get over at the Steel City Con.
Oh, yeah, that
he's got to be on stilts. He's so tall. So here they'll have video. I'm not going to play any of the audio or whatever, but you can go out and see this stuff. They have it all up on their Twitter. Again, you're probably going to get a more fair take from somebody like them, or the Diz will, I think, will be fair. Disney Food Blog usually pretty fair.
I would rather have that orange thing than anything in Galaxy's Edge, whatever that is. That looks pretty good.
Well, for the money I could spend on Galaxy's Edge, I can go buy the Orange Bird Spirit jersey, the Orange Bird hat, the Orange Bird ears, all of which I really want.
Or
I
a
could
car.
buy the purse too.
You could buy a used,
used car.
You could buy a used car for the price of 2 days at Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, well, 6,000. Yeah,
A dodgy used car.
a dodgy used car.
But
I mean, if you pay for the captain's suite, you
Yeah,
get like
you
you can get a much better car.
Yeah, really?
So
I don't know.
there it is, guys. There is no $20,000 room. I gave you some, thanks to Mike, we got some information about the wheelchair accessibility because that was a question people had. And now the reviews are starting to come in for people who paid to go that didn't get free trips. And apparently if you say anything, you get questioned by the people that work there.
Yeah, so as if we weren't going to pass before, I think. Looking at now, I'm just like, I cannot on any level justify that much money for that kind of an experience.
Unless you need a really big tax write-off for some reason.
All right, we're going to wrap this up.
Yes.
All right, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk later.
Bye.